Sup, guys? Johnny Con here. Fuck, man. As you can see, my fucking eyes. I haven't. I've been up since like 4 in the morning. Um, Long story short, I got a friend who's been into the craft for longer than I have, like 20 years, right? And one of his things is the necronomicon, and he kind of drafted up like a ritual for me to try, right? So I tried it, and basically, you're supposed to, it's basically to quote unquote reach a Cthulhu, right? And it's around the second time that I've tried it, and I've been wanting to make a video on my experiences with the Necronomicon. Fuck, bro, this was probably one of the strongest things that I've personally conjured up, you know. And me, I'm into like the Goetia, you know. I'm into the Goetia. You know, I'm into Lilith. But you know, whoever tells you that Necronomicon magic is bogus, I think what it is, I think when Lovecraft wrote about these things or whatever, it's like he was like tapping into something, some kind of current that was already out there. You know, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Like I said, I've been up since like 4. And me, I usually hit the hay like at 4, you know, because I'm out there doing Uber runs. But I have a show tonight. I'm going to play a punk show in South LA tonight. Uh, oh my God. It's so funny. Anyways, okay, look. I'm going to say how the ritual went. So basically, I put Cthulhu's sigil underneath the pillow, and I started chanting one of his ends as I went to sleep. Actually, there's a special chant that he gave me, right? And this is the second time I tried it, and I got almost the same result the first time. So I was reciting the chant, and after about like 5 minutes of like chanting it, I started like, I was chanting it, right? It was audible. Like you can hear the end, right? Well, what is it? Cthulhu is asleep. This is just an example, right? Cthulhu's asleep underneath the ocean, over and over and over, until the final chants where Cthulhu is. You could barely hear it. If you were to be watching me, probably only my lips would be moving. And the more that I said that, and the less audible that it was, the more I could feel like the vibe of like getting into something. You know, I was visualizing going into the Pacific Ocean to an obelisk down on the floor of the ocean. And I definitely felt the vibe. It's like visually, it's like I was moving towards like, maybe this was supposed to be the ocean or something, like grayish, no, like purplish matter. And it's like I saw like writings on the floor of the ocean. You know, this isn't bullshit. You know, I don't like bullshit. I don't like lies, you know. It's easy to dismiss the Necronomicon and say, oh, it's like somebody wrote it like Lord of the Rings or like Star Wars, you know. It's like I'm almost like tired of like fucking justifying it like in every Necronomicon video that I do, you know. You either get it or you don't, you know. But anyways, that's basically the gist of it. I'm sure there was like a little bit more, but my dumbass like didn't write it when I should have written it, you know. But this is like 1 in the morning. I swear to you, this almost happened probably as soon as I hit my pillow, you know. So I got up again like at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I've been up since. I mean, usually that's how much sleep I get anyways. That was awesome, bro. I was like up at 4 in the morning reading Necronomicon reading material, and I didn't want to ask Chat GBT I didn't want to ask ChatGPT or Google it. Like, I wanted to read some fucking text. The only Necronomicon reading material that I have is the Necronomicon 13 Gates, or I have the Tarot Manual actually. And I was like reading it. I'm like, so what exactly am I contacting here? And from the looks of it, you know, because I'm not that well versed in the Necronomicon yet, but it looks like Cthulhu is a vibe of his own. You know, it's kind of like he embodies something a little bit more primal. Think of it as maybe like a thought form that you know, you put a name on it. You know, they call it existential dread. You know, they call H.P. Lovecraft a lot of his reading material like existential dread. You're supposed to feel like a sense of your ego being threatened, or like how fucking small you are compared to the rest of the universe. You know, so if you understand thought forms or egregores, then you'll probably put two and two together on why Necronomicon magic is possible. And I'm telling you, you know, I fuck with the Goetia, and it's rare that I've encountered something this soon, as soon as like you invoke it. This is the second time that it's happened. The first time that I did it, almost immediately, like the first 10 chants, like I felt that energy, like you feel that presence, you know. It's not for everybody. There's gonna be people that are like, oh, aren't you scared? Aren't you scared that it's immoral? I'm like, no, what the fuck? You know, like, stick with the crystals if it's not for you, you know. But yeah, basically, that's basically my little testament. I want to keep on maybe playing with it or whatever. I'm probably going to read a little bit more about the Necronomicon lore or whatever. I got a show tonight, so I'm probably going to get like another nap or whatever. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary. Usually I only get like 3 hours of sleep or whatever, you know, because I'd be doing Uber Eats at night. I was actually supposed to like be like sleeping like 8 hours, you know, but I'll be all right, you know. It's not my first rodeo. But yeah, guys, you know, anyone that fucks with my channel, you know, thank you very much, and I'll be putting up some updates.